Now, Talk Real Estate, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services.
Hi, I'm Sharon McNamara, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate. Let me share a little bit about my background before we get started. I am the broker-owner of Boston Connect Real Estate, located on the South Shore, and I have been working as a full-time realtor and sales and marketing consultant for home buyers and home sellers for the past 15 years. My unique approach to assisting my clients to the next chapter of their lives is driven by being a team player and by offering them continuous training, education, advising, and mentoring. Every week, I will be providing you with real estate topics ranging from home buyer and home seller advice, legal matters, insurance binders, flood insurance concerns, home inspection questions, environmental worries like radon, lead paint, and mold, mortgages and loan programs, staging tips and ideas, real estate contracts, market trends, home values, and more. It's a talk radio show, and you can follow along online. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We'd love to talk real estate. If you missed any of our shows, you can listen on my podcast at talkrealestateradio.com. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me regarding your home sale or your home purchase, you can connect with me anytime at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate. And hello to all my South Shore neighbors. This is Sharon McNamara, and you are, of course, listening to Talk Real Estate. We haven't talked real estate in about 8 weeks now, so is this week 8?
Good point.
Is there real estate really going on out there? The answer is yes. This is a health crisis, not a real estate crisis. A little bit slower than, what we would normally be doing this time of year with the spring market, but the good news is the Patriots got out of the playoffs quite quickly, and we had a very good beginning of the year. So
right.
We had weather on our side, and we had the Patriots not winning. So
there you go.
I'm sure that's just going to make people angry because everything that's going on, like Gronk, I can't believe Gronk left too.
No.
Well,
Kim's not happy.
No.
It came out of retirement. Not fun.
Yeah.
Not cool, man.
Yeah.
I think she's burning the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, is she really?
So.
That's the total bromance. So everybody, look, we don't even have to introduce our co-hosts because they're here for the next, been here for 2 months.
This is my radio show. Yeah. That's what this is, Sharon. It was your radio station. Now it's temporarily mine.
It is all yours, believe me. I'm just so excited that I can now have somebody who can fill in for us while if we ever get a chance to go and do
Actually, I would actually enjoy that. I would come in and I would do septic. So when you go away, I will come do your show and we'll talk about all things sales and real estate septic wise.
You really want to talk about septic systems and you don't want to talk about COVID?
No, I want to talk about COVID, but just to your point, everyone that says, real estate's not gone. Every person I'm spoken to is just putting it on hold. Everyone that wants to sell a house is still totally going to sell their house. They're just waiting for the craziness to die down so they can do so safely. Smart move, bravo for them. And everyone that wants to buy a house still wants to buy a house. They just don't want to move in mid all this. Again, Bravo. That's a good, safe move. So it's just on hold. It's just on hold. We will
I
be
have
back
2
to
new
normal.
listings coming on the market. So,
there you go.
I just found out this week I got 2 new listings, beautiful 4-bedroom condos in Pembroke.
Nice.
So, Mary, did I tell you?
I already wrote the listing agreement, so.
There you go.
See, I have people, right?
You have people.
So, we have a very special guest with us this evening. So we have District Attorney Tim Cruz with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me here. Appreciate it.
It was a very last minute sort of ask of you. Lisa and I were talking.
Sorry, I'm guilty.
Yeah, Lisa's guilty. She's like, you should try to see if Tim Cruz would come on.
Well, we've had some things happening lately that certainly is going to require the district attorney's office help for our citizens out there. And it's scary what people are trying to do right now. But
right. And I was up late one night. I'm not allowed to watch the news anymore. So these 2 people won't allow that. So again, it's Lisa Cullity, by the way, Board of Health agent. And we also have Ken McCormick, who is the Deputy Chief of the Fire Department and acting.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon.
Oh, okay. So soon will be, I guess. So we have them here with us as we have the last 8 weeks, just talking about everything COVID, getting you up to speed. Tonight's plan is Josh Cutler is actually going to be calling in again. Last week we had Cole, right? What's his name? Cole?
Yes, Cole, his aide, Cole Angley, who's awesome.
He was great.
He's great.
Yeah, he was really, really great. We also had Kayla Valente, who's the nurse, my daughter's friend. They went to Fairfield together. She was in the nursing program. She was at BI, and she's not on a COVID floor. But one of the things of last week's show, I got so many people actually reaching out to us after last week because we talked about the seniors and we talked about just the emotional impact and her not even being on a COVID floor, but dealing with the repercussions of no guests and people being lonely. So
Sharon, sorry to interrupt, but we do have Lisa standing by to do traffic.
Oh, all right. I will get to Lisa once I say that I have pizzas being delivered to Beth Israel tonight to Kayla's floor. So, yeah, we have pizza and salad and stuff delivered. But talking about deliveries, I'm sure everyone's getting their deliveries on time because the traffic seems to be very light. But Lisa DeMilo from the WATD Traffic Center will let us know that for sure. Hey, Lisa, it's Sharon.
Well, Sharon, the expressway southbound's a 9-minute ride from top to bottom. Northbound, you're looking at 7 minutes from Braintree up to Columbia Road. Route 3 south is a 39-minute drive from the expressway down through Plymouth. Then you're good up and over the Sagamore Bridge. And Route 24 south, you're looking at 16 minutes from 93 to 495. This report is brought to you by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. An elder in Guatemala dreams of being part of a community. Reach out and change their world, and it will change your own. Unbound.org. Traffic on the 9s every morning. I'm Lisa DeMilo in the WATD Traffic Center.
We now return to Talk Real Estate, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services on 95.9 WATD.
And we're back. Hello to all my South Shore neighbors. You can find us on Facebook tonight. Mel, want to tell everybody where we are on all our Facebook pages?
Yeah, so we are on live on Facebook. We're doing Zoom again. I'm in the basement, so I'm social distancing from everybody upstairs in our studio. And Mary's at home on the couch. I'm a little jealous of that. But if you are on Facebook, you can find us Boston Connect Real Estate or McNamara Broker Team. You can find us on any of the Connect pages: Pembroke Connect, Hanover Connect, Duxbury, Scituate, Marshfield, all those fun towns. We are obviously live on WATD 95.9, but if you want to listen to any of our past shows, you can go to Talk Real Estate Roundtable and listen to all of our podcasts. Yes, Ken, I do take breaths. I know what you're thinking right now. But yeah, so why don't we continue on, Sharon? You were starting to talk about what we're doing for Kayla.
Yes. So, yes. And then at about 6:30, Josh is going to be calling in, and we have a bunch of pizzas being, how many pizzas did we end up sending? She said there were 25 people on her floor with nurses and doctors. So,
so I did 10 large pizzas, and then I did a bunch of salads as well. So plates, napkins, everything. All right, I'm out of here. And I got to choose what kind of pizzas they were, and I can't even eat pizza, but I had a good time.
I know. I'm sure that they will enjoy that. So very well deserved, though, because it's even people who are not in the COVID situation, and we're just hearing some sad news. You know, I heard about the doctor who actually, took her own life by suicide and things like that. So it's getting real. I know, Lisa, you have a bunch of numbers and everything that you want to share with us.
So, the numbers, I think the numbers don't tell the whole story, though, and they never do. So the numbers in Pembroke are staying pretty consistent. We're staying in the single digits, which, yay, Pembroke. I think we're a little over 40 now of cases. And Pembroke's very lucky. We've only lost 2 individuals that we know of for sure. But that doesn't tell the story. The story is the numbers are still high. The numbers at the hospitals are still high. All the hospitals still have all their field units in use, and the convention center is still in use. So we're still higher than you want to be. I mean, when you need more than your hospitals to respond to your medical needs, that's not a good thing. However, to the governor's point today, in the governor's address today, we'll quickly touch on that. Obviously, the stay-at-home order is being extended. There's no shock there. But to the governor's point of, we have flattened the curve, and the fact that the numbers aren't as high as we anticipated them to be is actually a wonderful thing. That's like, yay, Massachusetts. But there's still hotspots. There's still communities being devastated by this.
Brockton, I think Brockton
Chelsea,
is one, right?
Yeah.
And that's where you are,
Being absolutely, devastated by this. And it is following, unfortunately, the same, sad trends we've seen across the country. And not to make light of the horrible tragedy out in Western Massachusetts at the Soldiers' Home, of course, those numbers keep escalating. And every time I hear the new high number, I literally stop in my tracks. I'm like, did I hear that right? And unfortunately,
60 67 people in that hospital.
70 something now. Yeah, 76 was the last count.
How did something like that? I mean, is that something that you're investigating as well? Or?
Well, I mean, what we're dealing with right now, especially in the city of Brockton, which has a number of senior homes, and therefore, as a result of that, I think what you're seeing statewide, the more urban, compacted communities are dealing with COVID at a different level, a different rate than, say, suburbia is. And people who can, socially isolate, socially distance, and self-quarantine themselves, you're seeing those different numbers. Yeah. But, Brockton for us is our only urban community here in the county of Plymouth. And I think it's facing significant challenges. And I think that, right now, if you walk, and my main office is on Main Street in Brockton, I can walk out into Main Street at 10 o'clock in the morning. And there's no cars.
No cars.
And it's really a bizarre feeling for me, somebody who has grown up in this area. So I've been working in the Brockton court system for more than 35 years. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
And I think we're just living in a difficult time right now. And I'm really fortunate. I'm glad for the opportunity to come here tonight and talk a little bit about what's going on, because many of the things that we do in the district attorney's office, if you think of what we do, and many times I ask people, do you know what the DA does? And I get kind of a vague look all the time. And I'll always say, do you watch Law and Order or do you watch CSI? And then I'll say, well, it's nothing like that. That's television. And our job is, go out and prosecute cases here in the county, but we do a lot of preventative measures. Things where in the schools, we deal with internet safety issues, social liability, and we're trying to get in front of these issues. We do senior luncheons every year, talking to seniors throughout our county and trying to keep them apprised as to what's going on. And I think what we're seeing now is unfortunately very similar to 9/11. Right now, we're dealing with the COVID-19. We have people out there who are bad people, who are preying on our seniors, preying on their good nature, preying on their ability to get information out of them. And the problem is, once that money or information is gone, incredibly difficult to